Jaylen Brown trade rumors are getting too loud to ignore, and Boston's moves are fueling the fire. What started as off-season noise is now approaching full-blown alarm bells. Jaylen Brown might actually be on his way out of Boston. And this time, it's not just speculative chatter. It's becoming a carefully orchestrated goodbye in plain sight. Despite signing the richest contract in NBA history, 5 years, $304 million, and posting a rock-solid 202-425 campaign with 22.2 points, 5.8 rebounds, and 4.5 assists per game, Brown's future with the Celtics has never felt more unstable. He battled through injuries, anchored both ends of the floor, and helped carry the team when Tatum wasn't at full strength. Yet, none of that may be enough. The reason, it's not about performance, it's about pressure and money and optics. The Celtics are deep in the luxury tax, dangerously close to the second apron. With Jayson Tatum expected to sign a supermax extension north of $330 million, Boston may be facing an impossible financial squeeze, and Brown, the most valuable movable asset, could be the casualty. But what's turning whispers into screams are the Celtics' own actions. Over the past few days, the team's official social media channels have flooded the internet with Jaylen Brown highlights. Not just any highlights, we're talking career-defining clips, draft day throwbacks, emotional sound bites. One caption, read, "I'll go to war for this city," and the rest is history. To casual fans, it might look like a tribute, but to those paying attention, it reeks of closure. These aren't just appreciation posts, they're the digital equivalent of a farewell ceremony. And the fans? They're not buying the nostalgia act. "I really hope all these Jaylen Brown posts aren't a cover-up for a trade," one commented. "They did the same with Marcus Smart last year, and then boom, he was gone," said another. "It's like watching a breakup unfold in real time. Why are we acting like he's already a Celtics legend in past tense? Stop posting this stuff, it's giving me anxiety," wrote a fan under yet another highlight reel. "This feels like they're soft launching his departure." Another noted dot behind the curtain, one name keeps popping up in the rumor mill: the San Antonio Spurs. With cap space flexibility, a rising generational star in Victor Wembanyama, and a front office that's quietly gearing up for a leap, San Antonio could see Brown as the veteran two-way star to stabilize their youth movement and give them playoff credibility now. Boston, meanwhile, may be calculating Brown's value is unlikely to be higher than it is today. A two-way All-NBA player, still in his prime, coming off another deep playoff run. Waiting too long could turn his contract into a liability instead of an asset. There's also a deeper fear among Celtics fans that the team is about to repeat the Smart mistake, giving up the emotional spine of the locker room in the name of financial maneuvering. And this time, the cost might be even higher. Jaylen Brown has never publicly asked out. He's said all the right things. He's played hurt, he's led, he's bought in. But are the Celtics doing the same? And if they're not, is the countdown already ticking? The Boston Celtics could be staring down the barrel of a financial and competitive implosion, and Kristaps Porzingis might be the first to fall. The numbers are staggering. Luxury tax, they're looking at a catastrophic $500 million. Penalty, enough to make even the most ambitious ownership group flinch. And with Jayson Tatum's devastating Achilles tear throwing the franchise into uncertainty, Boston no longer has the championship safety net to justify that spending. It's on life support. Porzingis, once hailed as the unicorn who would stretch the floor and protect the rim, is now a financial liability with a ticking clock. He has just 1 year left on his $30.7 million deal. Resume. His mysterious illness during the playoffs, still not fully explained, only adds more fog to the future. According to Bleacher Report, the Celtics have already been linked to a shocking trade idea, sending Porzingis to the LA Clippers in exchange for Derrick Jones Jr. and Bogdan Bogdanovic at first glance. The deal looks like financial triage, a mere $4 million in salary savings. But there's more at play. This trade isn't just about money, it's about surviving. With Tatum out for most or possibly all of next season, Boston needs bodies who can contribute now. Derrick Jones Jr. brings switchable wing defense and elite athleticism, while Bogdanovic offers a scoring punch off the bench. Neither are stars, but they're durable, versatile, and on manageable contracts through 2026. In a world where the Celtics suddenly have to reshape their entire identity, why would the Clippers fight? Porzingis is a high-risk investment. La already has Ivica Zubac, who quietly had a breakout year as one of the league's most efficient interior anchors. Is a question mark. Unless Boston includes serious sweeteners, picks, prospects, or salary fillers, this deal feels dead on arrival from LA's perspective. The bigger question, though, isn't whether this specific trade happens, it's what it signals. Boston isn't just trimming the fat, they're bracing for a structural collapse. With a new ownership group looking to clean house and balance the books, no one outside of Tatum is truly safe. Porzingis might be the first domino, but he won't be the last. Just 1 year after hoisting Banner 18 and reclaiming the throne of the NBA, the Boston Celtics are spiraling into one of the most volatile off-seasons in franchise history, and the fallout could permanently fracture their once promising dynasty. The Celtics weren't just eliminated in the second round by the Knicks, they were exposed. Worse yet, their emotional and strategic centerpiece, Jayson Tatum, suffered a catastrophic Achilles tear in Game 4, collapsing to the floor as an eerie silence swept Madison Square Garden. It wasn't just a playoff injury. It was the kind of rupture that can derail a career, if not redefine an entire era. Tatum became the third player to suffer that same gruesome injury during these playoffs, but his absence leaves a unique vacuum. Boston didn't just lose a scorer, they lost their identity. And now, with over $23 million above the luxury tax threshold and a second apron looming, the team is staring down a financial guillotine that could slice through its championship core. The numbers are terrifying. If Brad Stevens refuses to cut costs, Boston could be staring at up to $500 million in total salary and tax penalties by 2026. That's not just unsustainable, it's nuclear. Enter the proposed shockwave. ESPN's Kevin Pelton floated a blockbuster that could detonate this core and give Boston just enough oxygen to survive. The centerpiece, shipping two-time All-Star Jrue Holiday, one of the team's emotional leaders and elite defenders, to the Dallas Mavericks in a multi-team deal. In this scenario, Dallas gets Holiday to replace the injured Kyrie Irving, who tore his ACL in March and may not return until late next season. For the Mavs, it's survival. For the Celtics, it's triage. Boston would receive 26-year-old forward PJ Washington Jr., a tough, versatile piece who posted 14.7 points and 7.8 rebounds this season. Not exactly Tatum's caliber, no one is, but a stopgap with upside and far less financial. Wait, $14.1 million for next season, with the possibility of a team-friendly extension. Meanwhile, the Celtics would shed long-term financial burden by including their 2027 first-round pick, Jaden Hardy, Caleb Martin, and Olivia Maxson's Prosper in a carefully layered cap-cutting maneuver across Dallas, Brooklyn, and LA. The trade is a Rubik's Cube, but it's designed to solve a financial time bomb. This is no longer a question of should Boston make a move. It's how many limbs they're willing to cut off to stop the bleeding. With Tatum's status in limbo and luxury tax hell looming, Jrue Holiday might just be the first domino in a total reimagining of the Celtics' future. And if this move happens, one thing becomes clear. Banner 18 may have been the end of an era, not the beginning of one.